Join us on this tea time chat where we share our authentic perspectives on all things spiritual.
It's real, it's raw, it's unfiltered.
A quick note before we begin. The views shared in this podcast are our personal perspectives and are intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. This podcast is not medical, psychological, legal, or financial advice. Please use your own discernment and consult a qualified professional where appropriate.
What's love got to do with it? Hey, everybody!
I think we should be singers. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Maybe? I don't know.
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah. What a great intro, though, to today's episode. And the episode is called What's Love Got to Do with It? Isn't this amazing? I love this pillow. And she's wearing her heart sweater. Amazing. But what a great episode today, Cynthia. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I feel like after a few heavy episodes, we're just gonna lighten it up a bit.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
gonna raise the frequency.
Raise the frequency.
Yes. And love is a high vibrational frequency. So today we're gonna talk about love through the lens of consciousness and spirituality, and we're going to cover some pretty cool stuff. So before we get started, though,
We have a special little gift.
yes,
offering?
a little offering.
Yeah.
It's part of our intention. As you know, we set every episode in the beginning with an intention, and today's intention is going to be around the love, the heart, and Cynthia's gonna drum, and it's gonna be a short little meditation type of thing, and we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna see how it goes.
We're gonna go with the flow.
So if you feel called, just close your eyes and take some breaths, and when Cynthia starts drumming, I'm just gonna maybe lead everybody in like a small little heart opening meditation. How does that sound? Does that
Sounds
sound
great.
okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm just gonna call in the 4 directions first.
I'm going to just ask that everyone just take some deep breaths. And I just want you to visualize your heart space. Bring your attention to your heart. Feel the space. Feel your heart softening, expanding. Perhaps you can visualize your heart like a flower, slowly opening, one petal at a time. See it opening fully. Open your heart. Receive love. Receive the frequency of love. Allow this love to fill your entire being. Perhaps this has a color. Maybe it's pink. Maybe it's green. Whatever color you feel resonating with. And envision that light expanding from your heart through your entire body and expanding out like a bubble surrounding your entire being. Can you feel that shift? Settle into that. Allow yourself to be present in this beautiful frequency. Be held by this frequency. And with an open heart, allow the information, the wisdom, and the medicine that we share to reach you, to assist you. And we send you so much love. Woo. When you're ready, you can just open your eyes. Ooh, can you feel that? Oh, wow.
I called in like the ancestors to help, and Uncle Leonard, who was my Métis teacher, and woo, when they come in, I get really hot.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have worn a sweater.
I really felt that. I felt so much love and just frequency and energy surrounding this entire space. It was so beautiful. And I hope that that you had whatever experience it was that you had that works and feels right for you. There's no right or wrong, but it was really just about opening up the heart and just making yourself present in this moment and to receive what we're going to share with you today. So thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Oh, I love the sound of the drum. It just puts me into such a deep
It was going pretty fast. I was kind of surprised.
It did.
It was really like,
Yeah,
going up.
I'm like,
The frequency's
okay,
going up.
woo-hoo, because love is a high frequency.
Oh yeah, transition.
And the frequency of love is 432 hertz on the scale of frequency and consciousness.
Oh yes, the Dr. Hopkins.
Love 500. So it is a very high frequency, and when you're in that state of love, that frequency, that consciousness, you really feel it. And when you shift into it, it's like, wow, it just feels amazing, right?
Oh,
it's good.
It's light.
It's light. It's airy. It's joyful.
Feels good.
It's good. I'm so glad we did that.
Me too.
Yeah.
So impromptu.
Yes.
Offering.
That's amazing. So let me just see.
Oh, and you can like listen back.
Oh yeah.
More if you want. Like maybe you're like in the car and you're like, oh, I missed it. Like just when you're at home, like relaxing. Yeah,
don't drive and listen to that.
No.
Because the drum can put you in a real state of
hypnosis almost.
Yes. Yeah. It really takes you to a different level.
Yeah.
So don't drive and listen to it.
So yeah.
Yes. So
yeah,
so today it's all about love. And I just want to share, like, we feel like it was important to talk about this today.
Yeah.
Like you said, after we've had some pretty heavy topic and episodes, we wanted to really bring in something that was lighter and more high vibrational frequency. But why is this topic important? Why right now, Cynthia? I mean,
well, there's lots of darkness coming out.
Yeah.
Like lots of revelations that we talked about in the prior episodes. And it's heavy shit.
It is.
And honestly, you want to rise and combat it, and it's love. You have to
Mhm.
come from the frequency of love. Like, you want to combat hate, you want to combat the darkness, the anything, you have to come at it from the frequency of love.
Yes.
And so, in such a dark time right now, I thought, we thought it was
Mm.
like important to share the how to get, I guess, to the frequency of love.
Yeah, yeah, and you're so right. Like we are going through some pretty turbulent times globally, collectively
Mm.
right now, and so we have to cultivate
Mm.
um,
It's a good word.
love within each of us so that we in turn can help spread that love with others. It
Mm.
starts with us first. We have to love ourselves, learn to love ourselves so that we can then love others. And so
Yeah.
we're just sharing the love. But let's like really define though, like
Okay.
what are we really talking about here when we talk about love? Now, most people when they hear the word love, they automatically think of romance,
Oh yeah. Partnership,
partnership,
relationship love, like any kind of
relationships.
relationship love.
But we're going to go beyond
Yeah,
that.
that's kind of
That's attachment and conditional
it's
love.
a little lower, like it's not the love we're talking about, I guess. Like, I mean, it's included in that, but
Yeah, well, because you've got and we're going to talk about like there's fear based or conditional love versus conscious or unconditional love, and those
mm,
are the two types of loves.
mm.
We're going to focus more on the latter,
Okay, yeah, because there's
right?
relationships that can be either fear-based,
Yes.
condition love, or relationships that are conscious-based, unconditional love.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
let's share some examples, Cynthia. So
Okay.
like let's really dissect this because
Yeah.
like maybe if there's someone out there that doesn't fully understand, like they're like, well, I love my spouse, partner,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, I
child,
have a good
whatever.
example.
Yeah.
Okay. When I got married, that was conditional love. Like, I loved him, obviously, but it was like not how I feel now after going
Mm.
through all the dark nights of the soul I went through and all the dark nights of the soul he went through. We became this other level. So when we got married,
Mhm.
it was like, I love you, but I need you to be always with me. And it's, like, I don't, conditions, like, you don't even think about it. Like, you're just like
Yeah.
attachment.
Yeah,
Like,
attachment.
I can't be without you.
Right.
Oh, what other?
Well, and
Like,
fear-based love. That's a big one too, you know,
yeah, I don't know. I think it was for me more the
more
attachment.
attachment, which is
But
pretty common by the way. Like,
yeah, I mean, but now it's like, after everything we went through, like, we both say it. We're like, we just love each other on this other level
yes.
that you can't explain. Like, there's no attachment. There's like respect. Like,
Yes.
you need space. I love you. Like, take the space.
Mhm.
There's like, for example, like, he, like, my husband's, I think I mentioned in a previous episode, is like so burnt out and he needed to quit. I didn't go, oh my gosh, how are we going to make money? Like, I was like, I love you so deeply that I see your soul hurting and I want what is best for you.
Mhm.
I want like, your heart, I want you to be healthy and safe, and I support you whatever you need. Like, that's unconditional love to me. Like, we can
Mhm.
figure the other shit out. I need you. Like, I love you and I want you to follow your heart and your soul.
Yeah. Oh, that was so beautiful because when you truly love someone, you also allow them to go through whatever process they have to
Yeah.
go through, even if it's painful,
Yeah.
or even having to let people go because you love them. That's
Yeah.
the unattached versus attached love. Like we've all
Yeah.
heard that, if you really love somebody, but if they're not meant to be in your life and you really love them, the loving thing to do is to let them
Yeah.
go,
Well, yeah, because
right?
you're like, I mean, I love you, but I love me more.
Yeah.
But also, I just heard, like, losing a pet too.
Mm.
Like, our kitty I mentioned is sick, and I try everything to, like, save him. But then I realized when I connected to his soul, he was like, "Look, I came, I accomplished what I needed to. My purpose is done. I want to go home. I want the freedom that a spirit would give me that this body can't." I love him so much that it's unconditional, like it's so much love that I'm like, "Okay, I will just support you until your body is ready to leave." Instead of
Yeah.
like the attached Cynthia that was like, "Oh, we've got to do chemo and we've got to do this and we've got to heal
Yeah.
and like pump like what drugs will work and what natural stuff will work and let's just try everything and heal him."
Mhm.
I heard him and I respected his soul's wishes.
Yeah.
And as much as I don't want him to go, I respect that.
Yeah.
And I love him so unconditionally that I honor what he needs.
Yeah. I mean, those are beautiful examples. And even for myself with my husband, like we've been married for 28, almost 29 years. And we've also had that conversation, him and I, where it's like our love has changed. You go from
Mhm.
that, like you say, attached love, it's conditional, and you're growing, and that love changes and it deepens and it flows and it ebbs, and it's like
Mm.
you get to a place where it's just love in a much deeper context.
Mm.
It's
I don't
in some ways it's even
I was just going to say
unexplainable,
I don't think I could explain it.
right? Because you grow and the love grows, but it grows in a way that is not even there's sometimes not even words to describe it. And that just it evolves. I don't know.
Mhm.
That unconditional love, like it's a deeper love, okay? And I think to a certain extent, even though we are raising our frequency, Cynthia, and working on ourselves, there's still some kind of attachment in some form or other,
Mm.
because it's a process, like I
Yeah.
still catch myself in moments of
Oh
like
yeah, for sure.
attachments, but again, the awareness that comes in, which is the
Yeah.
higher, being the observer. But yeah,
Mm.
this is sort of what we want to talk about today, because love is so much more than romance, than lust, than like I love you because it's like you don't love people
Oh,
because of anything. And even like,
yeah.
let's take
I
it back
love
to
you.
childhood.
Period.
Let's take it back to childhood.
Yeah.
We were conditionally loved.
Oh,
I
yes.
love you if you do this. We're
Yeah.
taught at a young age
Yeah.
that we're only loved if we follow this or do what we're told or
Yeah.
behave a certain way, because that's conditional love. That's fear-based love.
Mm.
And we have to break those those um you know cycles or patterns, because that's not the type of love that is truly meant for us. We are meant for unconditional, true, deeper
Mm.
love, and that also starts within ourselves.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
you cannot love anybody else unless you love yourself. I think
Yeah.
like I mean you can, but not to I feel like I was only able to love Chris to the depth that I have loved myself.
Mm.
And as soon as I started like reached this moment like a few months ago, the enlightenment or whatever I call moment,
Hmm.
that soul, like we talked about the soul blueprint, I finally found it. Um, as soon as I felt that my love for Chris then matched that.
Hmm.
Wow. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
even like
deep.
realize that till just now.
It's deep. It's really deep. And this is what it's all about. It's like just pulling back the layers and going a
Yeah.
little deeper. And I think
Mm.
it's beautiful because, and it's no judgment. When we share these things,
No.
it's no judgment to anyone who may be in a relationship that's an attachment love, or, that's a fear based love. It's just really recognizing that if you are in that situation, that you can shift it. It's just, again, like just recognizing
Mm.
and going within and working on things within yourself that will
Mhm.
help you shift that into a more higher vibrational state
Mm.
of love. um yeah,
Mm.
and also too, like, so when we talk about this love, this unconditional love, and we have notes here that we brainstorm and stuff too, but like love beyond romance, attachment, or conditions, is love as awareness, acceptance, and unity.
Mm.
Now, I'm going to
Yeah.
say that again
Yes,
because
please.
it's got to really land,
Yeah.
right? Love beyond romance, attachment, or conditions. Love is awareness, acceptance, and unity.
Mm.
And like that's that next layer. It's like
Yeah.
beyond that romance, beyond the physical, love or lust that we all have in the early parts of our relationships.
Mhm.
We have to we see beyond that. We look at the soul. We love the soul. It's
Yeah.
a deeper connection, and there's many nuances that come into that as well. You just start to, you feel the love that comes through in different ways. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like love language, what people do for
Mhm.
each other. It doesn't have to be like I give you flowers, this is my way I show you my love.
Yeah.
That's conditional, that's basing it on a material. What about just other things that a person does, like just sitting and listening to you,
Mhm.
or providing support, or allowing you to have a bad day. You're accepting.
Well, yeah, cuz
You're
like
you know what I mean?
sometimes I have like my anxiety kicks up. I haven't had enough protein or not whatever for various reasons. Not often, but when it does, I'm aware of it. And so I tell Chris, "Hey, like my anxiety's kicking up." Like and that because I can get irritated, right? So I'm aware of it. I tell him, and then he supports me through it. He knows we've discussed it. He knows what I need when I'm like kind of get into that funk, and he does it and he executes it. That's love to
Yeah,
me. That's unconditional love. But it's
exactly.
my awareness that brings him
Mm,
the awareness so that
mhm.
he's able to accept it, and then we come
Right.
together as unity. He helps me that
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
that helps, and I help myself because I know how to get out of
Mhm.
it, and then it's just like a beautiful like
Exactly.
the
Yeah, and we
in and
come
out,
back to
yeah,
that. It's always coming back to
the
that
infinity,
infinity,
yeah.
right? Oh, I love it. I love it. So yeah, so that's some examples of
Yeah,
what attached or fear-based love is versus unconditional love and conscious love. Because
and I think we sorry, but I
yeah.
think we have it in on all relationships,
Mm. Oh yeah,
and like
absolutely.
all
Friendships is
different
love.
levels,
Like
yeah,
we love each other. We
yeah,
have a
yeah,
conscious love
yeah,
relationship as cousins, as
yeah,
friends, as soul sisters,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
so like love is beyond, this is what I mean. It's
Oh,
beyond the romance. It's
yeah,
beyond the physical. It's
yeah,
deeper,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's beautiful when you can get to that
You
level.
know, I know we have mantras later, but can
Mm.
I say one that because I feel
Yes.
so aligned right now?
Yes.
The mantra that I've said a lot is the soul within me sees the soul
Mm.
within you.
Yeah.
And that just feels like that is
Yeah.
a perfect mantra to what you just said. Like
Yeah, I mean,
the
and
love within me sees the love
right,
within you.
because our souls
Like, oh.
already are love in pure
And I
form.
mean, you can do this with um like I know there was some I guess I don't know what the word is now, homeless or unhoused people, and there was this one man and I just felt so drawn to him, and I bought him some food and stuff, and then I went and I gave it to him, and I just looked him in the eye and I was just
Mm,
like here just I was like, here you go, I don't know what to say, and then he was just like so thankful, and I was like
yeah.
went in the car and I was bawling because that
Oh,
was the love within me that saw the love within him, and I didn't
yes.
even realize. I was just like, I feel connected to him, I want to give him something, and then as we connected our eyes, I don't know what happened,
That's so
but
beautiful.
as I was like,
Mm.
I told Chris, I'm like, drive because I don't want to
No, it's
see me bawling, and I just
beautiful.
was like bawling.
Cynthia, like I'm so glad you I was going to actually bring this similar topic up later, but
Yeah,
since you were guided to share it
yeah,
now, I just like to add to that.
yeah.
Acts of service is love.
Mm.
Acts of service is unconditional love because you are doing it
From your
with
heart.
no judgment, with no expectation.
Yes.
And that is true, true unconditional love in a conscious form.
Mm.
And
I
I've
never thought of it that
oh
way.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
and I too experienced that. What you described is like I've volunteered in the downtown east side, doing hot meals and serving them to the homeless people, the addicted people on the streets. And you know that joy that you spoke of when they came and you give them the food
There's like,
and you look at each other in
yeah,
the eye. I know exactly,
there's
like,
that energy
it's
frequency exchange. There's
beautiful.
something that
There is
happens.
something. And oh my god, like,
Like you can't explain it with words.
yeah,
But you feel it.
you feel it and it brings so much joy. Like, after doing that for a few hours, like, I come home feeling like I am on top of the world. And it's like I didn't receive any tangible. I just received love. The
Mm.
gratitude in
Mm.
serving others gave me that love and joy back. And this, I think, is why
So
I love
beautiful.
humanitarian work,
Yeah.
why
Oh,
I love volunteering,
so
because this
beautiful.
is the true definition of what it is to give unconditional love.
It's
Regardless of what these people's circumstances are,
no.
you see beyond that.
We saw the soul within
We saw
them,
their souls.
within us.
Yeah, and
And is
oh,
that
I
not
love
it,
it.
our souls not? I think the definition
It's
is love,
is love.
right?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
this is what we mean. It's like you strip away those layers and look deeper. And we all have this capacity within us. And I really feel like this time that we're in right now, I know we're going through this collective awakening, this global shift, and there is so much darkness that has to be shifted. But in the process of that shifting, can we sit in
Mm.
that unconditional love and just say, it's
Yes.
hard, it's painful, but I still love humanity. Even the people that are angry, even the people that are lashing out, even the people that are causing pain, can we get to a place where we can show them love because their soul is love? They are
Mm-hmm.
love. And that's what we are all here for.
Yeah.
This is why we came here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Mm.
just like
Woo!
such, like, I just feel that opening when I talk like that. I feel my heart expanding, and it's
Mm-hmm.
such a beautiful place to be.
Mm-hmm.
And we want you to feel that as well. I
Mm.
hope you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I don't want
yes.
to talk. I just want to bask in this.
I know, right? It's just like, let's just
For the rest of the episode, we're just gonna like
vibrate.
bask in it, okay?
Yes. But see, we can do this anytime.
Yeah.
It's just remembering and coming back to that.
Yeah.
So, you know, just when you think that love is gone or doesn't exist, or you're in a really dark place right now, just remember that love is always there. You
Mm-hmm.
are love. Love is you. You are love.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter what circumstances you're in or what people say to you or what they do to you or whatever. The truth is that you are love regardless. And that if you can just remember that and tap into that, like we did at the beginning, just go into that heart space and feel that, you'll remember, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll bring you back into that place. And it's like, okay, I remember who I am. Yes, I am love.
Mm-hmm.
Just be in that.
Yeah.
That's
It's true. And when you're in the dark night of the soul, it's hard to be in
it
that.
is hard.
Like,
Yes.
but when you're not, try to be in it as often as you can,
Yeah.
because then when you are in another dark night of the soul, it's a little easier to
Mm.
try, like, to remember what that feels like.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. But it's okay. Like, I mean, I remember for me when I was in the deepest depths of
Yeah, there's no
darkness,
way.
I remember my spiritual coach said to me, you have to have compassion and love for yourself, even if it feels gross or
Yeah.
even if it feels
Fake.
fake.
Yeah.
It's not that it's fake, it's just that it's
Yeah.
just you're gifting yourself
Mm.
that. And every time you remind yourself, it helps. It just helps you remember. And it's not going to feel great at
Mm.
times, but
Yeah, it's kind of the Louise Hay,
yeah.
the Hay House, the affirmations,
Yeah.
right? Like you won't believe it. Like you'll say the affirmation, but you won't believe the affirmation, but just keep saying it, because the more you say it, the more
Mhm.
you believe it, and then the more you believe it, the more it you can feel it, and it comes like
Yes.
it um
Well,
activates, I
it
guess.
becomes part of you know, and it's also connected to like rewiring our
Mhm.
neurons and accepting it. It gets easier to accept that because sometimes if you've gone through a lot of trauma, it's really hard to love yourself. I get it. It took me many, many years to go through that process
Yeah.
myself. And I still have moments where I'm challenged with it, but the more, like you say, the more you say those affirmations, the more you give that to yourself, the more you begin to like feel it and believe it.
Mm.
And then that's the frequency that shifts within you. So it's a process. Everything's a process, but it's taking those little steps every day,
Yeah.
right?
We need to get some t-shirts made.
It's a process. Well, but it's the truth.
It's so the truth.
It's the
And I just feel
truth.
like people being like, "Oh,
Right?
my fucking same process
It's
again."
a process because everything is a process. I mean, imagine if we could just wave a magic wand and everything would be fixed the next day, which would be amazing.
Yeah.
But
But then why are we here?
then why are we here? And we're
Yeah.
here for the experience, and
Because
through the experience,
yeah.
it's a process.
Yeah.
It's a play by play, step by step, one day
Mm,
at a time. That's how it works.
yeah.
And
Because in the
yeah,
spirit world, it's like you can have whatever, whenever. So yeah,
yeah,
we're
it's
here for the
exactly.
process.
Yeah. And so continuing that, Cynthia. So
Mhm.
like love is our natural state, which again is our
Mhm.
soul frequency. It's our original essence that we came into this earthly plane with. But it's deeply distorted through the
Mm.
traumas, the wounds, the survival patterns that we create
Yeah.
when we're growing up in childhood, through our adult years, and so on. Because if they haven't been healed or addressed, then we carry those. Remember, we talked about in previous episodes,
Yeah.
we're carrying all those layers. We close ourselves off from those higher frequencies because we're down in those, the fear, the guilt, the shame.
Yeah.
So love is that coming up and into a higher state of
Well,
frequency.
yeah, it's kind of the inner child healing,
Yeah,
right?
well, it
Because your
is.
inner child is your soul, which is love.
Exactly.
So
It
you're,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, inner child healing is, I honestly think, the foundation
Oh, for sure.
of
Oh,
all healing.
yeah.
And again, like, it's the honest truth. You can't bypass it. You can't avoid this sacred work.
Yeah.
As difficult as it is, it's part of how we get through it so that we can get to these places of love and forgiveness and compassion and
Hmm.
all of that, right?
Honestly, I don't think any of my healing was not inner child work.
Yeah. I'm still
So
working on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's a process. You know what? I think you're onto something. I think we really need to. Next time we might be wearing some
Oh
t-shirts.
my god, I totally
Oh
want to
my
do that.
god, that's
A task
funny.
list for Cynthia.
I love it. Oh my god.
Okay.
So coming back to the inner child work, Cynthia.
Yeah.
So healing is an act of love.
Oh,
It
that makes me
is
so
love
good.
that we give ourselves. It's an act of love, and that the healing is part of it.
That's why we say self care equals self love, and self love equals self care.
Yeah. And self-care is healing.
Yep. Yep.
It's being present with your
Doing the work.
emotions, doing the
Yeah.
work, diving in. That's all part of self-care, which is
Mm.
self-love. See, there's that deep layer we
Yep.
keep going into. And so, with that, it's meeting those triggers with
Mm.
compassion instead of judgment.
Mm. Yes.
And it's loving the parts of us that learned to protect ourselves. And
Yeah.
again, that's all just the shedding of the
That's
layers.
yeah, that's just the inner child protecting itself. And once you love the
Exactly.
inner child, yeah, you
And
totally get
then,
it.
yeah. And then, like, love as safety for our nervous system.
Oh, that's a big
That
one.
is a big one.
Oh,
Yeah.
especially now,
Hmm.
in the fire horse year, I feel like the
Mm.
nervous system is like really like going to be shown if you need some attention there. I
Yeah.
feel like that's really
Oh, yeah.
going to be shown to you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, what else can we touch upon that? I think we've covered like
Yeah.
the inner healing, the inner child work. That's all part of love
Mm.
for self. And ultimately, like what that does is it moves you from a need or
Mm.
attachment to wholeness,
Oh.
or that attachment, instead of being attached, to connection, and expectation to acceptance. You see the
Mm-hmm.
shift of frequency of
Yeah.
those things,
Like,
right?
yeah, take a moment and like just connect in and just try to feel when I say the word attachment.
Mhm.
What does that feel like? To me, it feels
Sticky,
heavy.
heavy, like, stuckness,
Yeah.
baggage,
Yeah.
right?
And so that is indication of the lower vibration, right? That's
Exactly.
what lower vibrations feel like. So
Mm,
now connect in and I say the word connection.
mm. And connection, for
Hmm.
me, it feels expansive. It feels calm, feels loving,
More neutral to
safe.
me. I feel less
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go. We're moving up on the frequency scale.
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
again, attachment is physical,
Yeah.
connection is soul.
Oh, yeah.
It's soul.
Yeah, so words, as we mentioned in the other episode, words have power.
Hmm.
Spelling,
Hmm.
it's the they have frequencies, just like you
Yeah.
said. Like everything has a frequency, including words.
Yeah.
And of course,
Exactly.
it's the emotions, I guess, we put to the words. So every maybe words
Hmm.
will have different frequencies for different people, but um, in general, I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and so how can we use love
Mhm.
as a frequency in our everyday life? Like,
Yeah.
how can we apply that in a conscious way on a day to day?
Mm. Okay.
That's a big one.
Self talk,
Hmm.
like being kind to ourselves.
Yep. Self talk is huge.
Um, Boundaries.
Boundaries. Yep. Yeah, boundaries. And we are going to do an episode on
Yeah.
boundaries because that's a very big topic. But
Yeah.
yeah, boundaries. I mean, and people might be thinking, well, boundaries, that seems really, harsh. Well, we're not talking about like cutting off somebody at the knees. We mean like boundaries are for you. They're
Mm.
not for other people. I know when we set
Yeah.
boundaries, we're not allowing this person to do whatever, but the boundaries are really for our own self
Care.
care, self preservation. And that again is an act of love,
Yeah.
because you're not allowing someone else's behavior or intentions or whatever it is that they're doing to harm you in any way, whether that's emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, whatever.
Well, like we
Right?
talked about in the last episode
Exactly.
about the your container, your cup,
Yeah.
right? You have to have boundaries, otherwise you're just never going to like your cup's just going to leak all the time
Hmm.
and you'll run on empty. Like that's
Yeah.
not self-love.
Exactly. And, if I can even just give an example from my
Mm.
own life, it's, like I have a family member that is very overbearing in my energy field and my mental health. And so I love this person very much, but I've had to set some very big boundaries for me, because I have to stop that energy from affecting me.
Mm.
So I love this person, but I also love myself more. And so
Hmm.
these boundaries means that I maybe had to pull away a little bit from this person. I don't engage as much anymore. And those are boundaries. And when things escalate or things are, you know, kind of those triggers start to
Hmm.
rise up, it's like knowing when to detach fully and completely, giving yourself space. It's
Yeah.
the
And
boundary.
saying like I need space.
I need space. I need a break. I need whatever it is,
Hmm.
and that is an act of love. It's an act of love for me, but it's also an act of love for that person,
Yeah.
because
You're not.
I have to put that space between us.
Yeah.
So
Otherwise, you feed the lower vibration.
exactly.
Like hate feeds hate,
Yeah,
right? So
exactly.
doing you both a favor by separating, like having your space,
Yeah.
because you don't want to feed the hate, right? And so
No.
you want to return to the love so that you can,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a real thing for me. That's something that I still work with every day, and boundaries are huge, and that's something that I've definitely had to work on these last several years. And so when
Yeah,
we
me
get
too.
into that episode of boundaries, we're going to dive a lot
Oof.
deeper into that and really
Yeah.
share some big stuff. So, but yeah, that's a good one. And then we had, and I think you mentioned it earlier, responses.
Mm.
Responses, which is perhaps the self talk, but also, yeah, like how you speak to yourself, but also how you speak to others as well,
Yep.
right? Because again, it's frequency.
Yep.
So love can be no, that can actually be no, but you do it from a place of, with a boundary, self love. No is a complete sentence. And it's like that to me is also love.
Yeah.
I know people might say, well, that's silly. It doesn't make sense, but it does. It does make sense because,
After you've
yeah.
gone through like so many dark nights of the soul, and something brings you back to what you just healed or have
Mm,
healed, no is not selfish.
no, not at all.
No is like brave.
It's,
It's like,
yeah.
I'm not going to walk through that fire again. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. But that in itself, like the fact that you can recognize that you've been through hell and back, you've
Yeah.
gone through that, and so you have worked your ass off to
Yeah.
get to this place.
Yeah.
That the highest form of love is to keep yourself
Yes.
there. And how do you keep
Yeah.
yourself there? Well, you have to
Boundaries.
do things such as boundaries,
Yeah.
limiting your time with certain people.
Mhm.
You set those boundaries. When things don't feel right, you decide, I'm sorry, but this is not working anymore. These boundaries are based on love because you are loving yourself. This is all about that love frequency
Yep.
for self.
Yep.
Right? And
Yeah.
again, if you don't love yourself, how can you love other people?
I don't know.
Right? I mean, this
Yeah.
is really the foundation of
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah.
So, learning to love
Mm.
yourself. And these are just some of the ways that, we can do that. Some, I think we're at the tea time truth bomb.
I think so.
I think so.
Woo,
Wow, that went
quick.
really fast. I'm like, oh, look at that. So, for tea time truth bomb, we usually like to share, some pretty profound words to let people kind of sit with it. But today we decided to share some affirmations.
Yeah.
So maybe you can share one or two, and I can
Yeah.
share one, or whatever,
Sure.
however you want to do it.
So like the one I shared before, the soul within me sees the soul within you. And another one that I have on my wall is, I love myself fully and completely.
Yeah. And then I have a couple that I like to use for myself. I am love. I am light. I am truth. And another one that I love to use is, I give love and I receive love. And those are two affirmations I use whenever I'm kind of feeling a bit, not lovey.
Yeah.
It's like, time to recenter.
Yeah, exactly.
So these are just some affirmations that you're welcome to use, and there's so many. There's others
There's
out
so
there that you
many.
can look up on the
Yeah.
internet. These are ones that we use, and that just feel good for us. So if they resonate with you, you're welcome to also use them.
Oh, and if in the comments, if you have any that you love, put them in the comments, because it could resonate with somebody else watching the video and reading the comments, right? Let's help our community.
Exactly.
So yeah, share away in the comments.
Let's share.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring. caring is love. So let's just send it all around for everybody.
Hey, okay, so I think we're at tea time takeaway.
Yes.
So this next week, we suggest small acts of love for yourself and for others.
Nice.
So what does that mean? So small acts of love for self. I wrote speaking, like watching the words you say to yourself and consciously speaking words of kindness and love to yourself.
Yes. That's a really, really big one. And I'm going to do my own homework too.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little bit more journaling for my inner child, just sending more love and just connecting through that dialogue. So inner child journaling, giving and receiving that love with my inner child. Yeah,
Love that.
And acts of love
for others.
Oh, for others, yes.
Yeah.
What do you want to share?
Yeah, I was thinking like just because we talk about the ripple effect, right? And how one small action that you do could have such a big impact for somebody else that you might not even know until you're reviewing your life in spirit world. I think there's a Netflix show about something about this. What was that? There's a Netflix show. Ripple.
The Ripple. Yeah, Ripple. That's it.
Ripple.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's good. It shows like how somebody drops like a coin or something and it has this huge impact for somebody else who finds it. Like it's a beautiful ripple
Well, because
effect.
everything affects everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that in mind, what about when you're out and about, just like a few times this week, maybe hold the door open for somebody, or leave like a nickel or a dime somewhere for somebody to find,
or just smile and say hello to someone. Like that is, I do that. If I see somebody walking down the street that they look kind of angry, I just smile and I'm like, hi there, hello. And sometimes,
or have a good day.
Have a good day, because maybe they needed that. Maybe they were having a bad day, and you just smiling at them or eye contact with them, you're just letting them know that you see them. That's an act of kindness, an act of love.
Yeah.
Right? Just little things like that.
Little things. Sending a note to somebody you appreciate.
Exactly.
Just something small and not like, it doesn't have to be a lot. Just a couple of things, because it'll make you feel good, and you never know what it might
mean something pretty special to someone who's going through a rough time. Yeah, and it's those little tiny moments where I know in the past for me, when people have done those little acts of kindness, it brought joy and love in that moment. That gratitude.
It reminded me of, I can't remember where, but I saw this post a year ago, and it was like somebody posting little post-it notes around the city, like, you are worthy.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah, or like, you are loved.
Yes.
Like little,
you are beautiful. Yeah. You are all of those.
You're needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, another idea, right? Like just anything that speaks to your heart, that comes to your mind right now, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
Just little acts of love and kindness. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's a really nice way to end off our episode today. So before we close, please like, share, subscribe, comment. And from our heart to yours, we send you so much love. Bye. Thank you.